Hi, my friend. We are going to start with a pattern reboot. I'm Pat Sloan here on my daily video, and I have put up on the wall an in progress reboot of a free pattern of mine called Garden Path. That was put, it's the free pattern that goes with Morrison Park. There are two colorways on the pattern, and I had started the sort of red, white, and blue one, and didn't get it done. Oh, so this is a reboot for the free pattern on Wednesday. Alrighty, so let me just tell you a few things about this. There are basically 3 blocks. The whole thing is sewn with squares and rectangles. This is the unit. This is the block unit. They're all like this. What could be easier? This is a super summer project. If you're looking to either bust some scraps or you want to use a fabric line that you have, this is it. This is it. This is the pattern. So you take these and you're doing 3 different colorways, and then you repeat those blocks. So up on the top here, I've got block 1. Can you see that? Yeah. Block 1, block 2, and block 3. So I'll just hold up like block 3. So they each have different fabrics. Now what I did do to keep all of this together is use the same red, because that makes that sort of alternate plus sign that you see in the pattern. There, so you can see like the plus sign that comes out. You need to have the same fabric for that. So if you were going to do this as a scrappy quilt, you know, like using a lot of scraps, then I would definitely keep the red, and I would keep this background, that light background. I would do those 2 fabrics the same. Then if you wanted to switch up and use all different other fabrics, I think that that would work out really well, because, you know, it's just squares and rectangles. It's so easy. It's so easy. You're going to have so much fun. In order to keep organized, I put all of these in the bin as I made those single units. And then what I did was clip the 2 that would go together. So here's these 2 that are actually, I think, block 1, and I clip them together. So they're all organized, ready to go, and I have all 3 sets here in the container. What I want to do next is just go through and make all of those single blocks. That way I just have to sew the rows, and I will maybe put a border on it, and I'll see if I want to do any more rows. It's a 4x5. Yeah, it's a 4x5 layout, but you know, I think with a border, then I might put a border on it. It just depends. So next up, what's next up on Wednesdays coming in July is the summer soiree. And I have a few things I have to do to be ready for that. Well, write the patterns is one, but you know, other than that, I have the basket from Home Is with all of the pieces in it. And I need to go through here and move all this out now to the my blue bin, because this is a project bin, and of course the project's done, so I need to empty it out. And what I will do is take the fabrics I'm going to use for summer soiree, which is a Figtree shirt tails, and it's all in here, nice and tidy, ready to use with my background, my backing. So this is the figs and shirting that I'm going to use, but this will go in here because I have this out on the shelf so that I can get to it and work with it all the time. And this will free up the bin, plus I will free up that other bin with doing the guy on the wall. So I am really, really excited about that. I'm really excited about using these fabrics for the summer soiree. Yes, the pop of black in here. I think this is my favorite. Oh, it's like, God, it looks so nice. Okay, friends. All right, friends. That that project is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have being the summer soiree, the theme will be different things, party things that we encounter or organize or might have done at a party. So it's 12 blocks. They're 12 inches. They'll be very simple. and, well, 12-inch finished, 12 and a half, 12-inch finished. And so I love the summer one because it's easy and breezy, and we can, and I'll give you the layout. I'll give the layout right when we start. It'll be an easy layout, it'll be symmetrical, not the asymmetrical layout. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? I am. It's a holiday celebration, and today, I wish I could sing. I can't. Today we're going to visit with Bev McCulloch of Flamingo Toes. So I don't know if you are familiar with Bev's work yet, but you are going to be, and you will be a fangirl or fan guy just like I am. I was again, stalking Bev's Flamingo Toes posts. She does a lot of projects that are all sizes. She does a lot of smaller. She has embroidery. She has cross stitch. And when I first started seeing her work, her photography is gorgeous. Her color combinations are wonderful. They're soft and beautiful. And then I went to one of the trade shows and I was talking to some of my friends at Riley Blake, and I said something about Flamingo Toes, and they go like, well, she's here. And I'm like, ah! So I had my big fangirl moment. I got to meet Bev in person, and we have become really good friends. You will recognize that I have done sew-alongs with Bev for Aliso Irons and for Fat Quarter Shop. We've been on these little teams of like 4 or 5 people who have done the sew-alongs. So it's just really fun to work with her. She's very organized, which I like when you work on a project together. Now the other thing you will see is that Bev has a ton of, besides the patterns, she has gorgeous fabric, and she does beautiful cross stitch patterns. I wanted to show you a few of the things. First, let me just show you the needle minders. So I've been using her needle minders. They are the cutest out there. The sunflower, I have the pink flamingo one, I have a bunch of them. But she takes those same images, uses her imagery across different things. So you might see like the little caravan that she does, and then she puts a caravan on a cross stitch, or she puts a caravan on embroidery and makes it out of cotton. So it's really neat to see how she can take her design work and incorporate it into different types of projects. And she also has really great quilts. I want to show you my two favorites of her quilts. One is the flamingo, of course. I do love flamingos. I mean, who can't love a pink bird? A big pink bird. So I've always thought, I need to do this one. I need to do this one. And then I like the other is called Vintage Garden. With doing the hexies, those little tiny hexies, can't you see just doing these big giant hexies? It is so gorgeous. And maybe I should do it with her Stardust fabric. Her Stardust fabric is the most current fabric that's in the store right now. I love that green pink. Wouldn't that be good in the Vintage Garden? That garden, we've got Vintage Garden pattern, and it's got little pops of yellow in there. So nice, so nice. Let's see what. Oh, okay. And I want to show you the last pattern of Bev's, because I think this one broke the internet. I really do. She did a project. She and I are also Baby Lock ambassadors. So Bev did a project for Baby Lock for the fall season of this little spider dropping down off of the part of the Dresden plate. All of this is just perfect. The little spider has little embroidered flowers, and there's this great black and white stripe binding and a fun shape to it. It's not like just a square. Just perfection. And whenever I see it out there, I'm like, oh, I need to make that too. I always want to make everything that my friends make. That's the fun of it. And don't forget her retro stitchery book, which is brand new, so you're going to want one of those. So today you're going to go over, because Bev, I'm just so excited. She is using her newest fabric line, which will be in the stores later this month, or no, in July maybe. No, later this month, I think she said. It's called, I have to check the name, it's called Christmas Adventure. Do you think she did something with that from my book? I think she did. I think she did. You're going to go over to Flamingo Toes, to her blog, and leave a comment, because you could win a copy of the book. And then be sure that you visited everybody else on the tour if you've not done that yet, or maybe this is your first stop. You can go back and visit the other ones and do the grand prize at Martingale, because, Why not? You need to be in on everything. All right, my friend, I love you. Mwah. I'll see you online.